Hello people of YouTube. It's been quite a while since I made a vid, except for my last one, which I got a bunch of positive and negative responses from it. And right now I don't care for it. What I want to talk about is the fact that I missed a chance to go to Atlanta and check out WrestleMania. I know what you're all thinking. MutaKoji, how come you missed WrestleMania 27? It's quite simple, really. It's just that for the past several months I've been trying to look left and right for a job, and left and right I've been turned down. But I'm not gonna give up. Well, like I said, there are some good reasons why I missed it and bad reasons why I missed it. The bad, like I said before, is the fact that I didn't have a job. Yes, I'm still looking for a job. As of right now, in my greatest opinion, this accursed economy is making it even harder and harder for me to find one as of right now. But the thing is, I'm not gonna be like Spinnernet and beg for my subscribers to send me a little chunk of change or whatnot. I don't want to be that type of person. Do no e-begging or whatever. That's not me. I really don't want to do that. But there was some good to all this. It's like this. Well, even though I missed WrestleMania, I said Manian. Even though I missed WrestleMania, there was a good side to all this. At least I was able to check out a episode of the Cleveland show. I know this has nothing to do with wrestling, but at least hear me out. At least I checked out an episode of the Cleveland show where Cleveland was catching up with an old high school friend and in a way tried to jack him, so to speak. And you're thinking, MutaKoji, what are you talking about? Just look at the episode and you'll see what I mean. But it was the sickest episode of the Cleveland show in which I have ever seen my entire life. For some reason, I'm glad I missed WrestleMania, because if I did that, if I went to Atlanta and met up with the other YouTubers like Chris D, MB Wrestler, Mono, Master Bubba, Gilbert Blaze, and Johnny Thunder, would have missed the Cleveland show. I would have missed that very episode. And for some reason, I'm glad I wasn't able to go to Atlanta. But at the same time, I'm not glad the fact that I'm unemployed. Right now, that's about it for that. Now, let me turn my attention to those wrestling fans who are still fans of the WWE, still fans of, I don't know if there are any fans of TNA left, but for those of you who are still complaining about the WWE and complaining about TNA, people of YouTube, fans of the WWE, fans of TNA, if you're sick of all this, please go to this link. Go to TWNworldwide.tv, the wrestling network. It's got everything that is pro wrestling. It's got these great wrestling organizations in which I have talked about in my past vids, like NWA Anarchy. Some of the past episodes of NWA Worldwide are on there. There's also some episodes from I think they've added OVW on there, Ohio Valley Wrestling. They've added that. They've also added Pro Wrestling Ohio. They've added Rampage Pro Wrestling. They've added an organization that used to be called Championship Wrestling Alliance, but now is a part of NWA. Now they are NWA Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Now that's another wrestling organization which I have watched, along with NWA Fusion And the list goes on because I can't seem to remember right now. But please, for your sake and mine, please go to that very link I told you about. TWNworldwide.tv, the Wrestling Network. Your source for everything pro wrestling, minus the sports entertainment stuff and what you're talking about. Speaking of sports entertainment, from what I've read, the WWE doesn't want to be known as a wrestling company. They want to be known as a global entertainment company. I have a problem with that. If I remember this correctly, before it was going to become a global entertainment company, it was a wrestling company. It was the World Wrestling Federation. And then from there, it was the WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. Yeah, Vince McMahon Sr. way back then made that wrestling company to showcase the wrestling talent. And then when he passed on and left the company to Mr. Vince McMahon Jr., he want the company to be more than just a wrestling company. He wanted to have an extra flavor to it, and he dubbed it Sports Entertainment. But dang blasted, now they want to be called a global entertainment company. So they no longer want to be called WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. They want to be GEC, Global Entertainment Company. Because they want to do more than just wrestling. They want to do stuff like TV, animated stuff, along with the video games. I understand that. But the thing is, never forget where you came from. Never forget where the company itself came from. I'm talking about WWE. But I'm gonna plan on not talking about TNA because TNA is beginning to be boring, so minus that. But I did, however, check out some of the vids MB Wrestlers did involving wrestling Jesus' minions and how either they're jealous or they have nothing to do with their weekend, so they decide to do some dissing vids on MB Wrestler and talking about how he begged for his subscriber friends to get him tickets or hotel rooms or whatnot in Atlanta for WrestleMania or whatever. I'm gonna try my best to stay out of this situation, but let me at least put my teensy weensy tiny 2 cents into this and say, unlike those jokers, I'm not mad because they went to Atlanta and I didn't. I'm not jealous of them because they went to WrestleMania and I didn't. And I know you're going to put down comments saying, you're lying, you are jealous. I'm not. I'm glad of the fact that they went to Atlanta and they were able to enjoy WrestleMania and they were able to enjoy Atlanta, enjoy ROH and their show ROH Takes Center Stage, by the way. I like that. I like the fact that they enjoyed it. I know, and it would have been even better if I was there with them. But because of the fact that I lack employment, this a curse economy, and because of the fact that I lack the necessary funds to go to Atlanta and check out WrestleMania or check out ROH or any of that good stuff over there in Atlanta, I wasn't able to make it. But I know there are some people, I won't say who were a little concerned and want to help me out, but in a way I was like, thanks, but no thanks. I do not want to be another spinner net. So for those of you who tried to help me, I say thanks. But try not to make me turn out to be a charity case or whatever. I don't want y'all think that I'm mooching off you guys. Many apologies. I'm just checking to see if they'll answer that phone. Sorry about that. But anyways, what does the future hold for MutaKoji? Will I be still doing these types of vids? I know I'll still be doing MWE vids, no doubt about it. But will I be making vids like this? Well, not all the time. Maybe from time to time. Trying to clear my throat here. Maybe from time to time when I have something to say or have something on my mind or whatever. And right now, that's about it. Put in some good comments, bad comments. Right now, I don't care anymore. I don't care if I don't get that much subscribers. All I can say to you guys is check out the Wrestling Network, TWN Worldwide.tv, and the other wrestling organizations I told you about as well. Like, oh shoot, now remember, there is this other wrestling organization that I looked at before. NWA Mountain State Wrestling. It's got these other wrestling greats that you need to check out. Like the tag team, the Bunkhouse Boys, there's this dude whose last name is awesome. And there's also the Maestro, who is the NWA Mountain State Heavyweight Champion. There's also King Bulldozer, Super Psycho Superman Carl, and a host of others. I think I got their link to their YouTube page or their website on the description box as well. So please check out their website, their YouTube page. Check out NWA Smoky Mountain Wrestling, their YouTube page as well. Check out, oh man, and that's about it. Many apologies, but I try my best to cram everything into one vid because I only get 15 minutes to say what I gotta say. That's about it for me. MutaKoji. Mutatron is dead. Later.